You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back, Rodriguez, for Black and White Sports 2. Well, everybody else is on Aaron Rodgers' watch. I pretty much consider this deal done. Trey Wingo reported it, by the way, and I will show it to you, but PFT is also saying they have heard the deal is done as well, Mike Florio. And this may be about as close as Adam Schefter is going to get to breaking the Aaron Rodgers news, because there is one signing that certainly does point us down the road in the direction of Aaron Rodgers. Let me get my ducks in a row here because, I also want to show you guys something. In relation to the video we did yesterday, I did a video where it was funny. Now, I'm going to tell you how that video started. I was watching NFL Network, and Garofalo and Pelissero, and look, those guys are good. They're good at their jobs. Ian Rapoport and Adam Schefter, they're good at their jobs. They are. But they were on, Ian Rapoport along with them, a 3-box set of NFL insiders when the Trey Wingo report came out. And they started putting the stuff that the Jets players were saying on the screen, because Jets players were starting to celebrate about the same time the Wingo report came out. And they refused to report it. They were like, no, it's not done. It's not done. Well, so you're shitting on Trey Wingo? Is that what we're doing now? Because we have to remember back. This was pre-darkness retreat rant. This was February 14th. Remember this, guys? Look, Aaron Rodgers, he is taking pleasure in the fact that Schefter and Ian Rapoport are not getting this story.
No, I have no problem with Ian Rapoport, Schefter. I think they're really good at their jobs. When it comes to me, they don't know. They really don't. They don't have inner source. They don't have people in my inner circle who are sources. I can promise you that.
Okay. There it is. That was the thing. Okay, and that led to they have no sources in and around Aaron Rodgers' camp. Now, this is the breaking news, and if you're a Jets fan, this is a huge get and a definite indication that it's going to be Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood. Alan Lazard looks like he is about to reach a agreement with the New York Jets. Jets are actively working to reach an agreement with Packers free agent, wide receiver Alan Lazard, per league sources. There is another team involved. No final decision, but the Jets are trying to reunite Lazard and OC Nathaniel Hackett. And what's so funny, and by the way, Rich Cimini of ESPN says this: another sign that points to Rodgers joining the Jets. If this happens, it could have an impact on Corey Davis, who has an $11 million cap charge. So this is part of the movement, too. A lot of people are speculating that Corey Davis may end up with the Atlanta Falcons down there with Arthur Smith, which, by the way, they signed Taylor Heineke. Just a side note, I'm talking about the Falcons. But Atlanta's kind of weirdly getting interesting down there. So, yeah, I wanted us to just flash back on the when it comes to sources and them knowing about me. Adam Schefter and them don't know shit. Now, let's just go over here. This was Florio, and this was yesterday afternoon. It's not official yet, but it's quickly moving in that direction. Trey Wingo, who was the first to indicate the Jets had spoken to Rodgers last week, has tweeted that the deal is, quote, done. We've heard the same thing, albeit not quite as definitively, but they had heard the same thing, that the deal was done. And then this morning they put out all quiet Earlier today, Wingo touched off a firestorm claiming Aaron Rodgers to the Jets is done, and we've heard the same thing. That was also Florio. Actually, that was late last night. And then they just busted out the Alan Lazard story. Let me see if I got any actual stats in here. Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner suggested there might be some package deals in place if his team lands quarterback Aaron Rodgers, and the team is reportedly working on making that happen, despite the fact that Rodgers hasn't revealed his intentions in 2023. Look, I don't know if Pat McAfee's got a show today, and I don't know if Rodgers is going to be on there. I know he does not go on there generally during the off season, but man, that would be the most Aaron Rodgers thing, would be to come on there to officially reveal it himself. And it certainly makes sense that he would not give it to Schefter and not give it to Rapoport. He despises the mainstream media. And let us not forget here that Trey Wingo, a lot of people, he got caught up in a lot of woke center politics behind the scenes. And Trey Wingo was one of the guys, along with Mike Golick, a lot of the good guys that ESPN still had on the roster that didn't want to play politics and bring it into their everyday reporting. They wanted to sit down and do things like Trey Wingo did, which was talk about football, NFL Live, NFL Draft. You know, Wingo led that draft coverage, right? Wingo took over for Berman. And it kind of dropped a lot of jaws when Trey Wingo was let go. But he wouldn't play ESPN's game. ESPN wanted to give him a pay cut while they're elevating the pay of people like Stephen A. Smith, who will get on there and talk politics and race bait every other show and this, that, and the third. But you get my point, right? This is a major sign that Aaron Rodgers is in fact going, and I'm sure the Jets would love to be able to introduce Alan Lazard and Aaron Rodgers together. And let's just look real fast while I've got you on here, because I like to do this so everybody sort of knows what we're talking about or who we're getting. I'm not a Jets fan, but who they're getting. 60 catches last year, 788, 13.1 yards per reception, 6 TDs. Lazard he's 27, and he's got 169 career catches, 2,236 yards, 20 touchdowns. So last year was his first real step-up year, and it would immediately give Rodgers somebody in the offense that he's got some chemistry with. So that right there tells you. I have not started New York radio this morning. I'm about to turn it on. There were indications yesterday morning very heavily from Boomer Esiason that I felt like Boomer was trying to tell everybody, look, I already know the deal's done, but I can't say it. And Boomer does that a lot because Boomer, well, he has all these guys' phone numbers. You know, they text and so forth. And I'm talking these NFL quarterbacks around the league, yada, yada, yada. Pulls out his phone right there on the air, starts texting people. It happens. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.